Hey, can I
So
respond to Peasy right quick? Peasy
yeah.
say we're scared to play the top FCS schools. You know what, Peasy? Guess what? I don't but that don't mean they're better. I stake anybody who ever heard me talk always talk about why we never go out of our conference and play those FCS schools. I don't want to just be the best black. That I'm the best black. No, we want to be the best. So I agree with you, and I do think we need to get out of that. We don't want to play those schools. I don't think those schools. You say how many of those top 15 FCS schools can?
When you actually play those schools, though, what ends up happening is you have to add an extra money game to your schedule when you go and play there. Okay, so I feel like
So
um you
let me. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
unless
ahead.
they're if they come to us first, then yeah, we'll schedule that game.
See,
But
see, see, see.
and Blue's in here. Blue, a lot of times when FCS schedule HBCUs and it's a home and home situation, they will let the HBCU go to their school, and when it's time for them to come to the other school, they just buy them out. So no, I'm not getting ready. You come to us first, then let's talk. Like
Hey,
I wish people would stop saying Jackson State needs to prove themselves first. No, we don't. We don't got to
but
prove
you know how
ourselves.
but you know how we stop that tomorrow. This is my personal opinion. Let them buy their way out, right? I
No,
don't care about them buying their way out, but
I
I'm gonna go
do.
to your house. I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna beat you. He asked in the chat who can
No, I'm
beat.
not. I'm not getting ready to fill your stadium up with my fans because that's what Jackson State does. They travel.
We
And if we're going to say that, then we should be able to schedule a Hampton that's in the CAA, a North Carolina A&T that's in the CAA, a Tennessee State that's in the OVC. And that way we should be competitive, right? They're in those conferences. And on top of that, you're going to be able to
so
make your money.
so let me ask you a question, right? Jackson State is considered the home team this year against Alabama A&M, right?
Mhm.
For what?
Uh, what
The
what they,
the go the Gulf Coast Challenge.
uh-huh. They are playing in Mobile on a neutral site. So we are still going to fill up somebody else stadium and do something for somebody else city where we really don't get nothing out of the deal. That classic should be home and home. So
So like next year, next season, Southern will be a conference game. It will count. But in the other years, they don't want to drop their game out because it's a rival. They don't
hey,
want to keep
Uh,
dropping.
this
how
person
much
who
is how much
pointed
is a
out
ticket?
that it's more than just about proving competitiveness because we don't get money from Mississippi. We get all of our revenue from ticket sales. So basically, we have to be strategic in who we play.
See, when I say don't play at Mobile, right? Jackson State is in a great position, and they are not. We don't use our power because those people, regardless of how they feel about Jackson State, guess what they want? They want that money. So they'll start donating 10K a year when they know they gonna make 50K over that weekend.
We don't care. I don't know about y'all, but I don't care about rankings in the top 25 and playing in the FCS playoffs, who's trying to figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to navigate against the new FBS playoffs. Like, I see FCS playoffs possibly being obsolete in the next couple of years, or they're going to have to restructure it some way anyway. HBCUs that are in the SWAC and the MEAC are isolated from that. Everybody else, it's up for grabs. The CAA is going to shift and do something else. You're going to see schools leaving. There's so much chaos in college football right now. And instead of looking at what everybody else has or what they got, you know,
Oh
who
yeah,
gets
I ain't worried
who
about
has
what
a
they
better
got.
chance?
I just want
Who
to beat
has
them.
a which kid has a better chance of getting drafted playing McNeese?
To me, I
Furthermore,
don't. Even, I
furthermore,
don't.
we've played if the SWAC as a whole has out of conference matchups, it's just not Jackson State. So Austin P, who else did they play? McNeese, Nichols, Texas A&M Commerce, what they play, the Raging Cajuns for FBS, and it wasn't close. They went and played East Michigan, or no, Michigan State. That was what, Prairie View. Like
Prairie View did that.
none of these games are getting anybody closer to getting drafted. I'm sorry, they're not. Like, let's just keep it a buck. No, who got on the map playing McNeese? Is McNeese even on the map for people to look and say, yeah, if you play good against McNeese, I'm going to draft you? No, if you're good, they'll find you.
I agree with that. That if they're good, they will find you.
I know Jada Byers is on NFL's radar, right? Where he plays for Virginia Union. He plays for a D2 school.
Yeah, he's on the radar, but because they're gonna knock him down because of his size. He's only like 5.
I don't know about his size. I don't know about
That's
his
why I
size.
said,
But
yeah, he's only 5'6".
Okay. Well, like, there's a couple of players that are in the NFL now that were on D2. It's just,
Yeah, one of them starting cornerback for Kansas City. At least he was. I don't know if he's still with Kansas
I
City
don't
or
know
not.
Oh,
about
he's still
y'all,
there.
but
He's still
I'm
there.
not asking for respect from people who don't respect you as a whole anyway.
No, I ain't asking him. Oh, I ain't asking him to respect you. I just want to beat him. I'm
We're
just being.
playing Hampton next year. Hampton's in the CAA. What's wrong with that?
They
Well,
don't look at it. They look at it as being because you're playing another black school. You're not playing.
They're in
You're
the
not
CAA.
playing. They don't
And
even
they
look
got
at it
their
like
ass
that.
smacked by William and Mary. So stop asking for respect from people who that's not going to gain you any respect. And these people are all in the same conference, and they beat them to sleep 7-49. And you know who else is getting beat to sleep by all the schools? North Carolina A&T. They getting whooped by the HBCUs and the PWIs. They're just getting whooped.
now you know what, but I do think where we in a great position right now, HBCU. HBCU football is the coaching is getting better. You starting to see some of the quarterbacks are being developed. Some of the quarterbacks are being developed. You can see the coaching again, and that's what because I do think McCoy gonna be a star, but McCoy got to be developed, and once McCoy get that developed, I think McCoy is a star. I think McCoy is a star in the making, and he's gonna have his shot. You know who McCoy remind me of? Doc, I can't remember his name, but he played quarterback for Michigan.